Hello Internet, this is Arch.
And this is Vessa from Darkmoon Gaming.
Tonight we are bringing you Starcraft Universe, a mod for Starcraft II. This, as you can clearly see, is not a poorly rated, because if you go and check this game on the arcade, it has 5 stars. It's also not DMG Plays, because this is single player. So why are we bringing you this, instead of doing Warcraft 3 or poorly rated or whatever you guys are used to? Because this mod is absolutely amazing.
And it's worth coverage.
It's
worth every little coverage we can give it.
It is
all
worth
the spotlights.
Yeah, it's worth everything we can possibly give it. This mod fundamentally changes the way StarCraft II works. And I guess I'm just launching into an explanation of what it does now. What this mod is, it's an action RPG with persistent characters. So any character I make here will be saved to any other StarCraft universe map. And while they only have one out right now, they're intending to come out with more. And while this one is single player, they are intending to come out with multiplayer maps of this. They are intending to create a persistent character RPG based in StarCraft II with a third-person perspective, unique abilities, unique models, as you can clearly see with some of these. And, oh well, that's not good. There we go. As you can clearly see with some of these models, unique models, and completely unique features. It is absolutely phenomenal what these guys are attempting to do.
It also has full voice acting so far in its prologue.
It has full voice acting. It has an absolutely amazing trailer, which the link for that will be down in the description below, along with all links to the game designer's website, their Twitter, Facebook, anything that can send more people towards them. Please, please, if you guys are interested in this at all, go to their website and donate. This is the type of thing that the Starcraft II Arcade should be making, in my opinion. I mean,
yes,
this is absolutely beautiful. The character creation screen itself has more work put into it than some of the games we've done for poorly rated.
We played some bad games for poorly rated. Not pointing any fingers.
Yeah, what Vessa said in that really creepy redneck voice. Breaking down into the game itself, as you can see, I am on a character creation screen where I can make my character. There are 4 classes per race, and there are 2 races, Terran and Protoss. So, with that, I'm going to actually make my character. I have done the first few minutes of this game and haven't really done much, and I've done character creation, but I started doing the Dark Templar, and I did it with a tanky-ish build, and I think that's what I'm going to continue doing, because that was just fun. As you can see, when you create your character, you can choose their armor, which changes their model, and their weapon skin, actually, to varying degrees. You can change their weapon skin, which changes the texture on their weapons, or the particle effects, I guess, the glowy stuff. You can choose a portrait to represent you, and you will actually eventually be able to choose genders. As it says here, female models are not implemented into the game. However, you may choose your gender right now in a future patch, blah blah blah. I'm going to stick with male because I am going to be playing a male Protoss, I guess. Just what's going to happen.
I didn't even know there were female Protoss.
Celendis.
Aside from Celendis.
How do you think they reproduce, dude?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to name this guy Archien and make him already. As you can also see, you can adjust colors, which change how your characters look. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal, all the stuff they've done.
There's also a little lore panel, in case you're not familiar with the lore of this particular unit.
Yeah, there's lore panels. You can see your starting abilities. I start with this Black Knife, which is a bit of a stabby, a Combat Blink, Shadow Merge, which allows me to cloak, Void Prison, which stuns a single enemy, and, hey, Void Prison, remember that from Zerg Escape?
Oh, yes. That worked so well.
And Horizon Slash, so it cuts through all the enemies around you in a small radius. Once more, we are covering this because, good or bad, this is something that is entirely different to the arcade, and it's the type of thing that the arcade should be producing.
Yes.
Now, we will probably be doing persistent coverage of this as more maps come out, just to showcase how awesome these mods are going to be. If they are in fact awesome, or where they start failing, if they indeed do start failing. We don't know yet. We can't speculate to the future. I'm personally very excited about it. I know Vess is excited about it, and I think it's just...
I am very excited about it.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a good experience. As the multiplayer games go on, we will obviously have more Darkmoon Gaming players actually playing with us instead of Vess, who's watching me stream, so he has to deal with a bit of a stream delay.
I'm just looking at you rotating your character and character creation.
Yep. Anyways, I'm going to hit the create character button now, and as you can see, custom login screen that is akin to the World of Warcraft login screen, which once more very impressive. And
somewhat SWTOR as well, but it represents more so WoW than it does SWTOR, I guess.
Yeah, and as you can see, it actually also. Ooh, I'm not gonna. Whoa. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. It comes with its own private chat box too. Like I can't. There's probably more programming put into that than some of the games we've played. We're going to log in, and once the opening cutscene starts, we are going to shut up. In fact, it is starting right now, so we're going to shut up and let this cutscene speak for itself.
Alright.
Protoss brethren, heed me. The last twilight has fallen. The galaxy burns around us. The Terrans have been consumed. We are all that stands against the shadow. But if we are to meet our end this day, then we will do so as one. Antaro Tassanar!
On a distant, shadowed world, the Protoss will make their final stand. Their heroes will gather. Their forces will be marshaled, and they will die bravely. But still, they will die. All will bow before the power of the Fallen One. At the dawn of the Second Great War, the chronicles of fate were still uncertain. In one vision, Kerrigan, the Queen of Blades, was spared to ward off the coming of a great evil. In the other, she was executed out of vengeance, plunging the galaxy into a darkness it had never known.
Welcome, denizen, to Asylum Tarsonis. 13 days after the hybrid invasion of 2512 began, Asylum was converted from a Dominion mining excavation site into a safe haven for both the Terran and Protoss. This robust compound is home to 17,320 Terran and 4,908 Protoss. Asylum Tarsonis features a state-of-the-art Terran Protoss security system and 27-hour military protection led by Executor Orderin of the 7th Auxilia and General Augustus Deckard of the 1st Dominion Brigade. Asylum Tarsonis is sustained through a complex network of hydromagnetic systems and rebuilt quad-core fusion reactors from the Second Great War. Despite the hybrid assimilation of over 99% of the Zerg population in the Koprilu sector, a large number of Zerg hives still remain active below the surface of Tarsonis. Hidden at the edge of Naglafar Canyon, Asylum has remained virtually undetected for 3,581 days.
And that's the opening cutscene.
We should probably put a spoiler
Take control of your hero with the WASD keys. Your camera can be controlled by holding down the middle mouse button.
One of the main things that's wrong with the movement is the jumping is so awkward.
I will show that in a
crap.
I'll show that in a moment. For now, sorry, as you guys see my settings screen, my game is a bit loud, and I saw that they had custom music, so I'm going to turn on my music slider and see what we get from that. There we go. But yeah, the jumping is a bit awkward. For example, herp, hooga. But other than that, the movement is actually perfectly smooth. It runs off a WASD setup, which is very familiar to players of World of Warcraft or Tor or anything like that.
Seeing it 3D movement so done slickly and perfectly like this is really awesome to see, because we played some games with this kind of movement in it before, and what we would usually get is somewhat laggy.
Sorry, I accidentally started cussing here.
Zeratul warriors, your presence is ordered at the Command Operations Center. Ready your weapons and report for duty.
Fully custom voice-acted cutscenes.
New missions will automatically place a directive marker on your GPS. You can expand your GPS by clicking the display element.
Sluggish, and it sometimes even unresponsive to what you're doing.
There's been a couple of games we played that have been good for it. Like, there was a Goliath game that didn't get made into a poorly rated because, while it was good and fun, there wasn't really much to comment on about it.
Yes.
But, I mean, for this,
other than that, though.
Oh my god, you can even adjust the transparency on your GPS. Okay. Gonna go talk to this miner.
Custom text. It just blows me away on how much effort was put into this.
Yeah, and look at the size. They actually start putting things to scale. Humans are smaller than Protoss, as well they should be. And, wait a minute. Oh my god, they actually have, like, anti-clipping measures put in. Look at that.
Oh, jeez.
This is
I didn't know that
panel.
they made measures like
The
that.
left
But there's
dialog
your
displays
inventory
what gear you
screen.
currently have
Yep.
equipped, while the bottom right dialog displays miscellaneous items on your person. Left-click an item
vehicle.
to interact with it. Take a moment to
You
familiarize yourself
can
with
actually
item
pilot
management.
vehicles in this.
As I can see. Let me, oh, left click to... Oh, okay, I see. So it doesn't have a drag system like, say, World of Warcraft. I guess that would be a bit of a pain in the ass to make. Use blueprint, trade, add to spell bars, destroy, equip. Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's going to be much later, though, until I can, you can see vehicle driving in this game. Because it's actually, even that's pretty well done. It's amazing.
Wonderful.
There's also the vendors. As you would expect from a Starcraft MMO. You can even talk to the vendors, and they would give you a basic explanation of what they do.
Got a whole lot of love.
Most interesting. I really do like the size, the scale stuff. That actually makes me really interested to see a battlecruiser.
If there's any left, that is. The storyline of this takes place after the Dark Voice kind of destroys the Protoss and Utter Darkness. These are the surviving. This is the what if there were Protoss and Terrans survivors.
This better be good.
27-hour days. So this is sort of playing out like the Goblin or Worgen opening for World of Warcraft, actually. Sort of a... I like that. Blizzard Entertainment.
Scanner suites are showing a roughed-up observer at the crash site. Faint life signs closing on it. Looks like Zerglings.
Executor, the patrol team you requested has arrived.
Patrol team? Are you mad? We can't risk being spotted by the hybrid.
Calm yourself, Alia Sims. The threat is minimal. The Observer's records may lead us to more survivors.
Fine. But I'm leading the patrol. I won't have any casualties on my watch. Besides, some of these fighters look a bit green.
As you wish.
I've got a bad feeling about this, Orderin.
Stop being dramatic. We'll keep running sweeps and notify you of any new threats, Captain.
Alright. Come on, Boots, follow me to the gate.
Well, we have a really pissed off captain, don't we?
That is actually the main character of this prologue.
The
One of
pissed
the
off
main
captain?
characters.
I like the voice acting. The voice acting is really well done. I believe I brought up in Escape that voice acting would be good, but it'd be a pain, and I don't know. These guys, I think this is proving that you could do voice acting in a custom game like this.
I don't know. It still seems like that would be something that would just be a pain in the ass to do.
This is your designated class mentor.
Hi, dude.
As you advance through the ranks, you will master
hello.
new abilities
Oh,
from
this
class
is your
mentors.
class trainer
Abilities already
tutorial
set to
that
your
you can't
skill bar
really
are
skip.
green. Abilities you have unlocked but have not set are yellow.
There is class
Locked
trainers in
abilities
this
are
game.
red.
The
To
level
unlock
cap
an ability,
is 50
you
on
must
this, but
pay
you
a
cannot
one-time
hit
fee
the
to
level
your
cap
class
on this
mentor.
current version of
Once
the map,
unlocked, remember to learn the ability to set it to your skill bar.
as you would expect.
Each ability set to your skill bar is
There's
measured
a wide
in
array of
combat weight.
abilities for you as well.
The higher your rank, the higher your combat weight capacity.
Huh, that's actually...
You may not exceed your capacity.
That's
at
a bit of a
any given
different way of
time,
handling that.
But you may unlearn abilities to make room for new ones.
That's actually a really
Try
unique way to do
unlearning
that.
and relearning an ability for the sake of achievement.
For the sake of achievement. Unlearn. Learn. That was a bad pun. I do like the custom achievements too. Okay, that's interesting.
And soon you'll see the combat of this game. Spoiler, you'll see the combat of this game.
That's not where pylons go.
That's exactly where they go.
To start the mission, approach Sims and left-click her. You must be
Exactly
within
where
range to
they go.
interact with NPCs.
Investigate, observe, crush eye, or retrieve any information found. Accept. Ready.
Alright, the mission is simple. Get in, retrieve the observer's visual log, and get home. Terran, all weapons go condition 1. Protoss, ready your, psych stuff. There's no telling what's waiting for us out there.
You mean my Psyblade? Come on now. Oh, I get to kill something.
There's a Zergling up
Something
ahead.
that's really
Target it
bad
by
about the
left-clicking on
Ghost,
it,
which
or
is
you
the
can
class
press
I
tab to
picked,
target the
is
closest
it has
enemy
the
and
snipe
reload to your
ability
position.
right off the bat. Now, what's the problem with having the snipe ability right off the bat? It costs us 6 seconds to get a full cast off.
Oh wow,
Now that
that's
it's
a long
selected,
time.
You can auto-attack as a toggled ability.
Everything
While
is
it is
nearly
on,
dead
you will
when
automatically
you
take the
finally
shortest
get
route
that
to any
done
enemy you have
so far in this
selected and
prologue.
attack it with your basic weapon
Yeah.
There was only one enemy I could get a
Now,
full
you can start
cast
using
off
other
on.
abilities. Make sure to read the tooltip for each skill so you understand how they work.
Alright, that cloaking actually works properly. Hey, get back here, Zergling. I'm not done fighting you. Zergling? Zergling, get out from underneath the... There we go, Zergling. Alright, where's my combat blink? There we go. Oh, that's cool. I'm liking the custom abilities. And I haven't...
I think he's got the hang of it. Let's move forward.
What achievement did you just get?
Loss of innocence. Kill your first opponent.
Oh.
Alright. Dark Slash.
For some reason that looked different on my screen.
Also, as far as the snipe ability is concerned, it might be useful for, like, taking out big bosses really quickly when whenever they introduce.
But
yeah, I can sort of understand your
Still,
frustration for this.
Neutralize them and press on to the objective.
it's a little bit of a pain. Also, combat is relied on using alt a lot, because your character will just automatically run to something it has targeted.
You mean tab?
Yeah, tab.
Oh, whoa, that...
Alt tab. I mean tabs. Tab targeting. Which is not bad. It gets combat done.
Yeah, it handles it, and the custom abilities are actually pretty impressive. I'm happy with these. And it does sort of play like an
imagine if
MMO.
this was the top-down perspective.
Oh, God, that would be horrible. Are you kidding? That wouldn't be nearly as fun as it is right now. And it plays sort of like an MMO, like a World of Warcraft-ish game, but I can sort of deal with it because it's in Starcraft II. I'm not playing a different game. I am still playing Starcraft II.
Something I mentioned in cooperative measures, I believe, is most people play custom games to get away from multiplayer and
Ladder.
Like, custom games are the main escape for that, and to have a little bit of fun. This is one of those games that you can just really pick up every now and then. Maybe play
Still extract the visual log.
20 minutes of it, and then just kind of be
It may
done.
take some time.
Get on it then.
Yeah, perhaps. Or, I mean, I could actually see if they do these...
Yes, these look like Eon crystals. It seems this observer was transporting them for some reason.
Let's gather these up and see what Orderin can make of them back at COC.
There will just be a few more.
I'm dying to an Ultralisk.
You know, I feel like the Ultralisk line did not do it justice. I think they needed to redo that Ultralisk line, personally. That sounded really silly
Void Prison.
when I first heard it.
Oh, wow, that is impressive.
That Ultralisk also really hurts, by the way.
Yeah, I can tell. It's sort of cutting open my shields a bit there, isn't it?
The main objective here is to just survive for as long as you can.
Yeah. This is actually really cool. I'm impressed with this. I think I should probably avoid that, but... Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. And Void Prison. No, that's Horizon Slash. Void Prison.
I almost had it just a moment.
Combat Blink. Backstab.
Visual log is secure.
You're a rogue now. You're a rogue.
I'm a rogue tank. Get it right, man.
Pop evasion. Pop evasion.
Bam. Oh, wait. They got out of my way. I mean, just look at this combat. This is entirely smooth. It's entirely smooth. It's entirely intuitive. And as far... as I was saying before this cutscene started... Hey! Hey! Don't run away from me! Grr.
Orion, can you finish that thing off? I don't want it coming back with a pack of ferals.
Guthrie, come with me.
The 3D movement is handled really well, and if this is a beta version, it almost doesn't feel like it in some areas. Like, some things they just have completely right off the
Increasing rank
bat, in my
unlocks
opinion.
outfitting points, combat weight, and new abilities at your class mentor. Allocating your outfitting points will moderately increase combat
What
stats
I'm saying
of your
is,
choice.
if you told me
You
this
may
was a beta, I
allocate
would be
new
laughing
points
in your
now.
face.
No joke. Since I'm going tanky, I'm going to put a couple... Ooh, calm down. I'm going to put a couple points into shielding. And some into my abilities, because my abilities are a bit slow.
Will drop useful items. When they
Oh.
do, collect them by clicking the
And
new
that's
or
how,
green
the
buttons
loot
on the right of your
work.
screen. Be courteous to other players. Don't take what you don't need.
It kind of resembles
If you become
World of Warcraft
overloaded
with
with
that,
items,
but
additional obtained
really,
items
World
will
of Warcraft
automatically warp to
wasn't
the
the first to
stockpile.
bring a needed
Stockpile
creep system.
locations can be found on your GPS. These
No, not at
items
all.
can be retrieved at any time.
It's... I can't stop just being amazed at how impressive this mod is. I really can't.
And you're about to pilot your first vehicle soon.
Awesome. And I was accidentally cloaked. Oh well, I'm just gonna stun that Zerg out. Click to search. Hey, go inspect that. But, as I was saying before the Ultralisk, and I kept getting distracted, and etc., as far as this just being a game you pick up and play, I can actually see this being a game that, if they continue it, I can see a lot of people picking this up as an alternative to other MMOs or whatever. This is completely free, by the way. You just have this.
The vehicle ahead can be piloted.
And there's your first vehicle.
Once you are in close proximity with the vehicle, piloting vehicles will disable your class
Something
abilities,
impressive,
but
but
grants you access to
this is how
abilities
vehicles
native to the
control in
vehicle.
this prologue,
Well
which is actually
occupied, a
fairly
vehicle will consume
smooth.
fuel.
This is the biggest thing I was impressed with in this entire mod.
Wow, this is
Being
actually...
able to
Using
pilot
vehicle abilities
vehicles
will increase the
that you
rate of
find
fuel
on the
consumption.
field. And
Some
this one
vehicles can be
can't even
occupied by more
attack.
than one player. For
There's a
safety
fuel
measures,
system with it as well.
mandatory breathalyzers have been installed,
abilities
and
take
most
fuel.
ignition ignition devices. Drink responsibly.
I was completely amazed by it.
I can't blame you. Also, lol, that joke about the breathalyzers. Oh my god. A good driver, I am not. Personal item storage. Oh, that's cool. You even have a bank. I can't even... They gave me a bank. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on.
We're taking a trip to the COC. Gonna bring your fancy new car.
Yeah, you better be jealous of my car. The custom music is good.
I actually have listened to its custom music right now. And this is the enhance station. If you have any items, you can... This is basically the reforge of this game. Except it just increases the base damage of whatever you have. Of whatever item you put in there.
Impressive. And it looks like I have a whole lot of missions here to go through the tutorial.
A lot of it, though, is self-explanatory, so I just went straight to the COC, because I was interested in seeing what the crystal was about.
I'm interested in seeing what's going on. Oh my god!
That is a Thor.
That is a Thor.
That is the actual size of Thor.
That is huge. As interested as I am about going to see the COC and continuing the storyline, I think this is actually a good spot for this video to end. We will probably pick up with another episode of this next Wednesday, and I think that I will probably continue persistent footage of this every Wednesday, as long as there's persistent footage of this to be had. What do you think, Vessa? Blech.
I'm in complete agreement with you.
Alright then.
Plus, a lot of, like, this story just spikes up. So this is actually a good spot to stop for next episode.
Well then, we are going to stop here for this video, post it to YouTube, check everything I have down below, give these guys as much support as possible. Come play this map, rate it, give it thumbs up, or 5 stars. Give me thumbs up, give this video a thumbs up. Comment on the video.
Give me attention.
Give me attention, yes. And then, for our personal advertisement, which we haven't done at all this thing, comment on the video, subscribe, like, follow us on Twitter. There will be more footage of this as soon as we get some. And we will be following every new release and every new update with this that we can until we either lose interest with it or there's no more to be done. This has been Arch from Darkmoon Gaming.
And this has been Vess from Darkmoon Gaming.
And I want to show one thing before.
Ultralisk.
We almost died to an Ultralisk. One thing I want to show though, save your character. Bam. Alright, we're signing out, guys. Thanks for watching.